Good morning on this beautiful March morning. It's Saturday, March 15th, right before St. Patrick's Day. I am here at Moraine State Park, and I'm going to be exploring the Multipurpose Trail. And this trail is located on Burton Road. And little FYI, Burton Road is no winter maintenance, meaning when it snows, they don't take care of it. And there is ample parking here. And a lot of people come here to either get away from it all because these trails are less traveled, or they go horseback riding because these trails are designated for horses. So I'm going to go ahead and cross the road. I have some time to kill because I'm helping out at the leadership conference at my church. I'm helping out in the kitchen. And the morning crew got lunch prepared, so I have some time to kill. I have to go back about 12:30 and help with cleanup. So while I'm out, might as well get a hike in. I didn't expect to be hiking today, so I left all my camera gear at home, so I'm using my phone for this trip. Not far down the road is the former village of Maine. It's at the corner of Barkley and Burton Road, so be sure to check out my video. I will be putting that at the end of the video. Here you hike through a beautiful pine forest. And these pine forests are quite numerous at the park. Winds are going to pick up today. But hey, it's better than snow. A little wet spot. Looks like an off trail of some sorts. So if you want to get away from the crowds, this is the place to come. And that's just drainage. A lot of these pine trees were planted by volunteers whenever the park was being built in the late 60s. So you had Boy Scout troops and youth groups digging away and planting trees. And Moraine State Park is an excellent example of how the land was reclaimed. Before the park, the land was scarred with strip mines and oil wells. There's a big heaping pile of dirt. And I believe in this area, and this is according to old maps of Butler County, there was a coal seam in this area. And we come to a clearing. That's just a lovely walk through the pine forest. This area right here with the evergreens reminds me of the drive from Renavo to Moshannon. I forget the route number, but I will tell you, it's one of the most desolate stretches of road in PA. And you see a lot of these similar characteristics in this area. Looks like this section could be really muddy. I will tell you one thing, we do need some rain. It's been awfully dry. After hiking through another pine forest, you come to yet another clearing. This is one of the seldom seen areas of the park. Got some new growth happening, so this is succession in action. So in about 50 years, this would probably be forest. That was a nice little elevation to get me warmed up for today's hike. It's generally very quiet back here. Alright, there's a theme here. Pine forest, clearing, pine forest, and clearing. Got a nice little theme going. And it adds variety to the hike. Got a milky sun. And I believe right through the trees is Muddy Creek, or the Muddy Creek arm of the lake. Got succession happening before our eyes. And it looks like another trail. I'll save that for another day. Time to go mud bogging. That's why you wear hiking boots when you hike. And this looks like second growth forest. It's a mixture of hardwoods with a couple evergreens mixed in. Very interesting land features. driving along, you see what looks like an old railroad bed. Actually, it was a railroad bed. This was the route of the Western Pennsylvania Railroad, which ran from Queen Junction to Newcastle from 1906 to 1939. So right now, I'm standing on the old railroad bed. And if this was 100 years ago, I'd be standing on active tracks. Choo-choo! The line was discontinued in 1939 because of increased automobile travel. And then in the early 1940s, the tracks were removed for the war effort. And if you look on Google Maps, you can still see the scar from the railroad bed. And at the end of this video, I will be including the link for my Queen Junction video too. I can imagine this being mosquito haven in the warmer months. So if you're hiking this when it's warm and humid, I highly recommend insect repellent. And this bridge carried railroad traffic over Muddy Creek. Even with warmer temperatures, I still see some ice. I still have to get my corned beef and cabbage to make for St. Patrick's Day. Just throw everything in the slow cooker and let it simmer for about 6 or 7 hours. And that corned beef brisket is so tender. I still see some remains of ice, so winter is trying to hold on. If there's still ice left at Moraine, there's definitely ice on the forest roads in north central PA. Even though we've had temperatures in the 60s and 70s, you still want to stay off the forest roads because they may be icy. If you do decide to travel on the forest road, make sure you have four-wheel drive, and make sure you have extra supplies too in case you do get stranded, because it may be a long time before help arrives. And if you don't think your vehicle can handle those roads, don't attempt it, because it can be very expensive to be recovered. That's just my little tip of the day. So if there's still ice here at Moraine, there's definitely ice on the forest roads. And this area is very similar to State Game Lands 95, which is in northern Butler County. Shh. I hear peepers. Yes. I'm going to start heading back. I sure hope you enjoyed this video, and you all have a great weekend. Thank you for watching.